Young woman who was shot on Friday when a gunman opened fire on Fargo police, sharing her story and thanking the officers who, she says, saved her life and potentially many others. Carly Coswick had only been living in Fargo for 3 weeks when the shooting happened. The 25-year-old came here from Boston. I was looking for some new opportunities, and Fargo seemed like a good place to go, Coswick said. Friday's deadly officer-involved shooting is being called one of the darkest days in the Fargo community. Coswick found herself in the middle of it. She was in the fender bender that police and fire crews were responding to. I was waiting on a tow truck on the phone with my dad, she said. All of a sudden, I heard gunfire. I wasn't entirely sure what was happening. I just saw the cops fall down. Coswick ran for cover behind a tree, but was shot twice in the leg and hip. I'm incredibly grateful that it didn't turn out worse for me. I'm grateful that I lived through this. The whole conversation that we had on the phone, the biggest thing she was concerned about was supporting the police officers, Nikki Knight said. Knight is Coswick's boss at United States Acts, one of 3 jobs she had just started. Being in a car accident is traumatic, Knight said. Not only was she involved in a car accident, but then to be involved in a shooting and to also see other people get shot around you, that's traumatic on so many levels. Coswick's recovery is expected to take at least a year. On Sunday, July 30th, United States Acts is hosting a televised throwing tournament at the Gastropub in Fargo. All funds raised will go to Coswick and the officers involved in the Friday shooting. The city of Fargo grappling with the violent events that unfolded Friday, resulting in the tragic loss of one Fargo's officer's life while leaving 3 others injured. Chief of Police David Zabalski acknowledges the profound impact the incident has had on everyone involved, each for their own reasons. This is a situation that was completely unforeseeable and very tragic, Zabalski said. It's just about checking in on each other and trying to work through the very difficult time. Zabalski expressed his gratitude for the outpouring of support from the community, emphasizing the positive impact it has had on the officers during the process of getting back to standard routine. It's been tremendous. I think it's good for the officers to see that, Zabalski said. When the chips are down, the community has really come through for our officers and really stood behind them. While federal and regional agencies continue their investigation to determine a possible motive for the violence that unfolded that fateful day, the community is left with lingering questions and speculation. Zabalski addressed the concerns, reassuring the public that there is currently no active threat to the community. When it comes to rumors and speculation in the community, just know there is no active threat to the community whatsoever, Zabalski said. The investigation is being handled by the Bureau of Criminal Investigation and the FBI. If there was word of any information regarding a threat to our community, they would immediately notify us, and we would immediately notify the community. As the Fargo Police Department begins to rebuild and move forward, they are confronted with their own unanswered questions about why the incident occurred. Zabalski described the situation as unforeseeable and deeply tragic. It's just so hard on everybody, Zabalski said. As a team and as a family, we're working through it and going to move forward.